of them, let alone one.
Kirk Cousins deserves none of them.
Kirk Cousins pimped the system. I give him all the credit in the world for being paid as a top 5 quarterback while being between 15 and 20.
A top 20. He's the 18th best quarterback in the NFL.
That's
Honestly,
fair.
I'd say 22.
That's a fair assessment.
I'd say 18 and 20.
Okay, cool. We right there.
And I just don't understand. I didn't see anything special about him in Michigan State.
I guess my question is, do the Saints have to win the Super Bowl for him to be worth that?
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Because here's the thing: they went all these years never wanting to pay a star over $10 million a year. That's how they lost Brandon Cooks. They finally said, we're going to pay Cam Jordan. They paid Cam Jordan. That's what triggered it.
Who got overpaid by the Rams, and look how that turned out.
No, Cam Jordan.
No, I'm talking about Brandon Cooks.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
Brandon,
he got overpaid by the Rams.
He got paid where he was in the market. You cannot say someone got overpaid if they got market value. If you look at his numbers, he's had 1,000-yard seasons every year of his career with 3 different teams. He's produced everywhere he's gone.
He's good.
Jared Goff
he's not a great receiver though.
He's a great talent. Okay.
He's a very good receiver.
Are you sure about that?
He's a
great
good
with the
receiver.
Patriots. He's a great player.
He's a great talent.
There you go. He's a great talent.
He is not a great
and a very productive receiver.
Yes.
Incredibly productive and one of the best deep threats in the league.
So to your point, he got paid at the right time.
Exactly.
Now, if it was open season on all of them, he would not get anything near
Sammy Watkins got paid.
Yeah, who was the only one?
He's the floor. He's the floor for a good to great receiver. So you have to get more than Sammy Watkins. Therefore, Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right. Now,
how many 1,000-yard seasons Sammy Watkins had?
What I will say,
Buffalo.
In hindsight, I wish Calvin Johnson was as great as he was then. Now, just to see him get more money. Well, because that's my guy.
Well, Calvin Johnson is just.
I'm gonna let that stand just because I can't even think of the last time the Lions were on this podcast.
So good. I work with Calvin. That's the only reason I'm throwing him out.
You mean Delmas?
when the safety retired?
You mean Delmas?
No, their safety retired this offseason.
Oh, Glover Quinn?
Oh, yeah. He saved all his money. But yeah.
My man.
You look at. And this is a point I'm going to get to with Christian McCaffrey later on. Ooh. But you look at guys who produce at an elite level for what they do for their team and how they should be paid in the market. You cannot slight guys. Like, if I look at...
On that note, I'm just going to ask the question, who gets paid next?
From a receiver standpoint?
Based off that Twitter poll? Or
both. In general.
Okay, off that Twitter poll, I say Zeke's going to get paid. Because Gordon isn't going to get paid first. He's stupid if he...
Gordon's not getting paid.
If he doesn't sit out...
Actually, I don't know. Because if I were the Chargers, I'd pay him now before Zeke gets paid.
That's what I'm saying.
But for both of them, the 13? Cowboys and the Chargers have to lose games in order for their quote-unquote protest to actually make sense. Because
Phil Rivers is kind of a bitch for what he said, too.
Yes, and that doesn't help Melvin Gordon whatsoever. And what you don't want, if you're Ezekiel Elliott or Melvin Gordon, you don't want to be Le'Veon Bell, where the Steelers clearly moved on and they found your replacement that year, and it didn't hurt them.
Timeout.
Yeah,
it had timeout.
Them missing games has to hurt.
Here's where I disagree. I agree. Your point has some credence to it, but can we really honestly say that James Conner is going to be a top 15 running back this year?
Not. Yes.
Yeah, there's some trash-ass running backs.
You sure a lot of it wasn't? You sure a lot of it wasn't scheme and the fact that he came in at the right time?
There's a lot of
he was good.
You can say that. But you can say the scheme thing for a lot of NFL players.
But is he really a transcendent running back talent? James Conner.
I'm not calling him that yet, but I'm calling him productive enough to replace Le'Veon Bell and still not alter games in such a negative way.
So if he keeps playing,
the Steelers will still be a potential playoff contender.
And he wants to get paid. What, you going to have the same argument?
Yes.
But how's that going to work? Because you just said he's not really a transcendent talent. So he's not even going to be able to get that money.
Okay. It's your impact.
It's your impact on your team as far as how many wins your production adds to.
Okay, well, the Chargers won without Melvin Gordon. But
he was also
passing
hurt.
Offense anyway. You got to look like that. Tyrell Williams, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Antonio Gates. So they were a pass-happy offense anyway.
So even when their passing attack is on a bad day and it still has to go to a ground game, if they cannot put if they can't give whoever Melvin Gordon's backups are, whoever they decide to go with, because it's training camp technically. Whoever they decide to go with, whether it's one guy, two guys, three guys, they can do it by committee. I don't give a fuck. But if none of their production is equal to or greater than what Melvin Gordon would do, which again translates to wins and losses, well then now you got to go, dog. All right, we got to pay him because you are that much more valuable than us doing it by committee.
Okay,
and unfortunately, the Steelers, to their credit, found that in James Conner, kind of by accident. And to Le'Veon's point, well, damn, there was no point in him ever going back too, and so he had to leave.
That's cool.
The Chargers are in a situation
they don't need an elite running back. Though.
Exactly. But the Cowboys
needs a running back.
The Cowboys are in a situation because they got to get 3 people paid. And they're in a situation closer to what the Steelers were in because they need to pay Amari, they got to pay Dak, and they got to pay.
They got to pay Jalen Smith too,
and Jalen Smith. There you go. And they just paid
and the Cowboys
DeMarcus Lawrence.
And the Cowboys don't have enough money to pay all 3. So unfortunately,
they got to pay 4 people.
Unfortunately, 2 of them are gone.
I was thinking,
and it's probably going to be Cooper.
Yeah, are they going to flip him like the Pats flipped Cooks to the Rams?
Potentially, yeah.
I could see something like that for sure.
With Dallas and Zeke chilling Cabo, he's arguably the best running back in the league.
Arguably, yes.
I would
since he came in.
Yes, there's a legit case for him to be like a top 2 running back.
So he's going to reset the market for Christian McCaffrey. Who they're already saying they want him to have the same utilization rate but less touches.
And if you're Zeke, what you want is you're trying to get a Todd Gurley deal before your knees go out.
No, he has to get above Todd Gurley. He's better.
But that's what I'm saying.
Zeke is better than Todd Gurley, even coming out of college.
But my point is you're trying to get paid as much, if not greater than Todd Gurley.
Because Tyrod Smith ain't going to be around forever.
That too, and you're a running back. Something on you is going to break down earlier than expected. And unexpectedly, because Todd Gurley was great until his knees just said, dog, we out here. See you next year.
Dog, that college injury
they were saying that in the combine, though. They said that was going to happen. That was a
special knee injury, though, for Gurley. Zeke
he came out of college with a torn ACL.
Yeah.
And still got picked top 5. Or 10, whatever.
I mean, it could have been worse. They could have taken Eric Flowers.
Zeke is a physical runner, so
But Zeke is a little bit faster.
It can be an overnight thing with those kind of big physical
and that's
runners.
why you try to get yourself set up for payday now, because you know what's coming. You know what's coming. And the Cowboys have to lose games, quite honestly, without Zeke. And then
you took this man 4th overall, though.
And it's the Emmitt Smith effect. Because Emmitt Smith did the same thing in the 90s. And they lost 2 games by game 3, holdout, over, and they went to go on and win the Super Bowl.
But can we be real? The Cowboys are a legit Super Bowl contender. Those corners are good. Yeah. Those safeties are good. That defense is good.
Somebody called Michael Thomas Byron Jones' son.
That's hilarious.
I was shook.
But Byron Jones is freak athletic, though. He's the only UConn player I have really real respect for. Name one UConn player outside of him that hasn't been a bust. Yeah, Byron Jones went to Connecticut.
So if you guys had to bet,
Connecticut, who cares about Connecticut?
Who gets signed or who gets traded first between Gordon and Zeke?
Gordon.
You say who gets
Gordon gets
traded?
Either one.
Gordon gets traded. Zeke has to get signed because, like I said, he's going to reset the market.
Which one happens first?
I think Gordon's going to get traded first.
Yeah,
but still, I think Zeke is getting signed first, regardless. He'd be perfect in Green Bay.
Actually, yeah.
He's better than Aaron Jones. They do the same thing. He did go to
Wisconsin.
he played football in Wisconsin, so why not? And Aaron Jones is a speed back who he averaged like 7 yards a carry last year, and he'll actually get the ball more in Dallas. They could do the thing with Darren McFadden when they signed McFadden because Zeke was out.
I thought we said Gordon.
Wait.
No, I'm saying here's what would happen if Gordon got traded to Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas. Wait, no, I'm tripping. Wait.
Yeah, you don't know what the fuck you're saying.
I'm tripping. No. Actually, no. Okay, I know what I was going to say.
Just drop it.
If Green got traded to the Chargers, right? Speed back. He averaged 7 yards a carry.
So you're going to do a position for position trade?
Yeah, that never happens in the NFL.
Gordon.
You're talking Madden trades at this point.
Yeah, never happened.
For picks though. Green Bay has hella picks.
Yeah, but nobody ever swaps player for player.
It does actually happen.
Very rarely.
But in this case, it would because they don't want to pay him, and Green Bay can pay him. Aaron Green's still in his rookie contract. So,
all right, from a mathematical standpoint, yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, bitch.
It's really not going to happen. I don't know why you said that, but
bro,
okay.
A lot of did you expect some of the trades to happen this off season that happened? No.
How often do player for player trades happen? Maybe once a season, maybe once.
Did you expect Josh Rosen to get traded?
Yeah.
In the way he got traded?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you guys. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. But no,
we all knew he was gone.
Like I knew that too. He knew it. Everybody knew it. Yeah. Shade Room knew it. But I'm saying, you look at. I'm just saying in terms of. I'm saying Zeke is going to get paid first, but I think Gordon, because he put in a trade request, he's going to get traded. So realistically,
but the Chargers at this point right now have to say we're not trading your ass either.
Okay, but something's going to give. So I'm saying he's not going to take that contract. So they're like, no, let's say they're contenders. Okay, fine. Boom.
If they are
we're going to trade you.
If they are contenders without
picks back, but if they get picks back from Green Bay, who has a lot of picks, they get picks back. They ship off Gordon. They get Green back, who averaged 7 yards a carry last year, and he was underutilized with Aaron Rodgers there. He might end up being and playing better and a better fit for that offense because he's faster and more athletic anyway. And then it's a win-win for both sides. They get picks on the back end. Now the Packers have to worry about paying.
All right,
Gordon. But either way,
two sleeper teams.
Zeke still has to get paid.
Okay, when it comes to trades,
he's in his Madden head right now.
Yeah. When it comes to all right, if in speculating trades, two sleeper teams that I think could jump in there out of nowhere just because they're younger, rebuilding. Miami and
Arizona, they got Johnson.
Johnson makes $13 million a year. That's what I'm saying. You have to trade if you're going to trade Gordon, it has to be someone who's not a contender in your division.
And Miami just traded Yahi 2 years ago.
No, Yahi's a free agent.
I know they got rid of him.
Yeah, because they drafted Kenyon Drake.
They wanted a cheap running back.
Because they got Kenyon Drake, which is why getting Jones from the Packers makes more sense than to try to sign.
Nobody wants Jones from the Packers, bro.
Go look up his numbers.
Nobody wants Jones from the Packers. The Packers don't even want Jones from them.
Yes, they do. He's a starting running back.
Anyways, let's move on.
7 yards to carry. Y'all disrespectful.
Let's move on to the top 100. Some highlights.
By the way, Le'Veon got a fat contract with the Jets, so sitting out did work out for him.
That's a very rare situation too.
And he also lost money though. Still
doesn't matter.
I mean, but he also had enough money to sit on for him to do that,
and he didn't get hurt. And he dropped the rap album.
Zeke and Melvin Gordon don't.
And Zeke is getting sued right now, which we'll get to later.
That was a bullshit thing. But yeah, Zeke.
The Cowboys are in on it.
Zeke is going to reset the market.
Yep. Yeah, so the top 100 came out, voted on by players. Number one, shout out to the Ramley, Aaron Donald. No surprise there, really. Khalil Mack finally broke the top 3. Since he's no longer a Raider, they can actually put him where he's due. Brady was number 6.
He should have been 2. Should have been.
AB was number 7.
Steelers fans were sick at those highlights.
Saquon Barkley skyrocketed up to
16.
16, yep. Some notable snuffs I got down here. Dak Prescott, Nick Foles, Brandon Cooks.
Nick Foles.
Tarek Cohen, Chandler Jones, Byard from the Titans, Blake Martinez.
That's trash. That's 2 trash ones. Terron Armstead should have been on that list. Rodney Hudson wasn't on the list. That's disrespectful.
By the way, all players don't even vote on this damn list either.
I know they don't.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's really just a popularity
I honestly
thing.
really don't even care about this list.
You care more about this list than you do about pro football, whatever.
Yeah, that's true. I do care about this more than PFF. For sure.
Pro Football Focus, yeah.
Oh, that one.
How do they collect the information to get the top 100 players? Like, so
They
how do they
interview a bunch of different players, just survey them.
It's a survey that goes towards the end of the season, and they give it to like random players. Yeah. Most of the superstars could give 2 shits about it.
So the players choose
their colleagues.
It's like high school, and like you get popular kids to vote on shit, but
you get the unpopular kids to vote on the popular kids.
But you don't get the real kids, like the real ones who will slap the shit out of the popular kids in a heartbeat, who the popular kids are actually scared of and afraid of. You don't get them in the conversation because they don't care. They'll slap the shit out of you harder than Nipsey did that dude at the BET Awards.
So it's kind of like if I'm